Joining us now, Tamil Nadu Health Secretary Dr. Radhakrishnan. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. What's the larger trend now, Doctor? You have around 6,000 positive cases every day. Chennai hovering around 1,200 every day.
See, one is that the larger picture is Tamil Nadu has been having the active cases below 54,000 for quite some time. For quite some time, it's almost 6 to 8 weeks. That is a positive. But the challenge has been that certain other districts. Earlier it was Chennai and the surrounding districts. Then we had a challenge with Madurai. Both of them came down. But the neighboring districts of Chennai, Kadalur, coastal district, Coimbatore and Salem seem to be area where we have to work further.
Any particular reason, any particular strategy being deployed now?
See, everywhere what we have found is that Tamil Nadu, I think a lot of people may not be aware, Tamil Nadu is the only state which actually depends 99.99% only on RT-PCR tests.
Right.
So we have been doing consistently around 72. There have been days where we have crossed 75,000 tests. 75,000 tests, RT-PCR tests we have been doing. And apart from aggressive testing and trying to treat them, for which almost 132,000 beds we have kept ready. Our bigger focus has also been on the certain semi-urban and rural areas where this face covering, falling up of these face coverings and maintaining physical distance and people trying to take it a bit casually still is a challenge. That is why we are also, Honorable Chief Minister has also said that we should come up with a bit more stronger provisions in the amending the Tamil Nadu Public Health Act, so that it can become compoundable and immediately the officers authorized can punish people who are consistently floating his despite awareness campaign.
The government working on a law like that? Amendment?
Yes. Already we are in a very advanced stage on this amendment. It has to be by way of an ordinance, and we have consulted the legal experts. They have also given us suggestions.
Is the lifting of travel restrictions, Doctor, also a reason for this spike?
See, a stage has come where we all need to understand that we have to critically follow the standard operating procedures, which are very clear. For every activity there is a specific standard operating procedure. If we do that consistently, apart from the least common denominator of having mask in a public place and also keeping a physical distance, if that is done, I think the disease spread can definitely be controlled. Wherever we have found this exponential isolated cases have been where people have been slightly casual about it. There was a gathering in one particular town, Jalgandapuram, where a group of family people did. Then again in urban areas we find these errors happening in gated communities, where they think that within the gated communities they can have gathering.
Right.
So these kind of IECs we are trying to give them more.
And how do you monitor reports of quarantine violations, Doctor?
Quarantine, there is another geofencing kind of thing also. But again, I have been telling the public cooperation is very critical. See, we found particularly in slums and very lower middle class locality, the following up of these things much better. Whereas sometimes people come back, then they take their dog out. Now we have a method where apart from telephonically also checking up, we are also having the geofencing kind of technique after getting appropriate approvals.
Right.
But more than anything in this particular case, they need to really focus on public needs to understand that even if one or few people consistently violate in a particular area, they can put others to risk. And our next focus area, which I think Chennai, Tamil Nadu has been very consistent about giving away that the ICMR guidelines on death. So, and most of the people who come to hospital get tested. So this is one area where we are working how to reduce the case fatality. That is one area where we have got a number of protocols, but this is one area where we are again giving message to people that while we have one of the best recoveries, the deaths are mainly account of people neglecting themselves and not coming to hospital till their lung involvement becomes prominent.
So that's the reason for the 100 plus numbers every day.
One of the best recoveries we are having, almost 85% recover in Chennai, almost 90%. But still we find that certain people, particularly also those who are having comorbidity and all, initial 3 days they neglect, and by the time they come, they have 60 to 70% lung involvement. despite the latest medicines being available, that becomes a challenge.
Right.
But of course, we have adequate beds, ventilators, and high flow nasal cannula. Everything is there. Doctors are also working day and night to ensure that even they get saved. But this is one area where, if people don't feel that, they have that feeling that in case they get tested, if they are positive, they have to go to hospital, their houses will be. That stigma consistently we are trying out to remove it, because due to such neglect, sometimes they put their lives at risk.
Stigma is prevalent even in cities like Chennai.
Unfortunately, true.
Okay.
That even now, particularly people coming late, actually they feel that this would not be. And in case corona test is done,
Right.
they have to go to hospital, and once they go to hospital, their contacts get tested, so their house will be. So they tend to avoid, and these slip-ups lead to a very extreme thing where late night they call and say they are breathless.
Right.
So this we are very actively working on the IEC to address this aspect.
Is Tamil Nadu also concerned about lifting travel restrictions completely, the e-pass system?
See, that is a policy level issue, and at the national and the state level, they are addressing it. But the challenges, if you look at, when I am basically, I move to a lot of field, we look at, when we discuss, look at a place like Nilgiris, Yarkad and Kodaikanal. There, if there is no e-pass,
Right.
Once they go up, the health facilities may not be commensurate to the challenges this disease offers. So I feel that there are areas where we will have challenges where unless we know who is coming and who is going, those collectors have been representing.
Right.
That for them, considering the kind of facilities, they have to bring a patient to Coimbatore, or in Kodaikanal they have to bring to Dindigul or Madurai, Yerkad they have to come to Salem.
Right.
They have been expressing their challenges, but it's more a policy
Right.
kind of issue.
And Dr. lastly, as Tamil Nadu unlocks step by step, do we have enough beds? Do we have enough infrastructure in terms of districts to make sure there is enough to take care of the possible rise in numbers?
See, our public health experts, then Government of India have been regularly guiding us on various issues. And even in Tamil Nadu, we have a very excellent public health system. What Honorable CM had focused on these days is extensively increasing the oxygen beds.
Right.
See, more than the beds. So we have roughly around 1.35 lakh beds available throughout the state. And we have been focusing on increasing the availability of oxygen beds so that people can get treated. And similarly, we are also introducing a policy of screening centers, where not everybody overloads the tertiary care hospital or the COVID hospitals. So that way we are taking action, and we are also encouraging the private sector setup to set up COVID care centers, and giving approvals to private sector wherever they go. But even now, the share of treatment would be around 80 to 85%. Most importantly, Tamil Nadu has almost 140 RT-PCR labs.
Right.
That's a very critical. Many states claim that they have 340 labs. Tamil Nadu also have a number of TrueNat machines and all. But we have been our Honorable CM is very particular, based on guidance of the that we should not dilute the RT-PCR test. So that's a gold standard test.
Right.
In spite of that, and we also follow it up with a X-ray, CT, and a blood profile.
Right.
Before they are shifted to the COVID care centers, so that people who can develop complication, they are shifted to hospital. On that, we are constantly working with Government of India's guidance on this.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time. That was Tamil Nadu Health Secretary Dr. Radhakrishnan talking to us in Chennai with camera person Edwin. Sam Daniel, Find It TV.